Hello everyone, I'm Kayla, the maker and creator behind Crochet by Kayla, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going ahead and doing a whole recap of my craft show last month in November. I'm going to go through what my best sellers were and how much of those best sellers I had in total and how much of them I sold. And then I will go through what I expected to sell a lot more of and how much I actually sold of those items. So starting off, I'm going to give a few photos and clips of what my booth setup looked like. So you have a little bit of a vision of what my setup looked like and what products I had. So my first bestseller was my whales. I sold out of my whales within the first few hours of my craft show. The craft show was from 9 to 4, and I think I sold out of whales at about 1 o'clock or so. I had a total of 10 whales, and I had sold all 10 whales. And also, I had sold all of my bees. I had 9 bees, and I sold out of those around the same time, just slightly later than I sold out of the whales. I had the whales priced at $8 and my bees priced at $15. I had gingerbread. I had a gingerbread girl, I had a gingerbread boy, and they both sold right away. I had those priced at $30. And then I sold a ton of my mermaids. I had a total of 6 mermaids, and I had sold all 6 mermaids. I had those priced at $30. I'll have the pattern for those down below, along with the whales. I will have all of my things that I sold the most of down below. And I also sold all 4 of my ice cream cones. Those I had priced at $12. I had a total of 6 Addy Bears, and I sold 4. And I had 4 bunny loveys, and I sold 3 of them. I had the bunny loveys in 2 different colors. I had them in this mauve pink color, and then I had them in a light gray. And I sold the 2 gray ones, and I sold 1 out of 2 mauve ones. And I had scrunchies there that my little sister had made, and I sold all except for, I think it was 2. I had a total of 8, and we sold 6. Now moving on to the products I thought I would have sold more of, but I did not. Snowmen, last year I had sold all of my snowman, and I had 14 of them. And this year I believe I made 20, and I sold 9 of them, which was really good. But I had expected to sell more of them just because I had sold out of all of them last year. But I had later on had more orders for those, so it worked out perfectly. Trees, I only made 6 trees, and I had 4 of them made. And I sold 3 of them, which was half. That of like in the middle, I didn't expect them to sell all of them, but I also didn't expect to sell none of them. Ornaments, I had made a total of 9 ornaments, and I sold 3, which is a third of them. And I had expected to sell a little bit more of the ornaments, but once again, that worked out fine because I had them as teacher gifts because I didn't have anything else to do with the ornaments, so it was a perfect opportunity to give them out as teacher gifts. Candy canes. I had packs of candy canes. I had 4 packs of 3 candy canes, and I had sold 2 of them. I definitely thought that those were going to be all gone because they work perfectly as decor. You You can set them out like on a tray or on a little table or something. Lots of people that I know specifically love decorative trays and love to put those sorts of things out. But I only sold 2 of them, which is very, very good. But I had expected to sell more. Pumpkins. I didn't expect to sell a lot of my pumpkins just because it was November, the middle of November, and many people were already decorated for fall, and then it was going to be Thanksgiving and they would be done with their fall decorations. I had 4 small pumpkins out and I only sold 1, or maybe it might have been 5 small pumpkins out. I only sold 1, and I had 6 knit pumpkins and I sold 2. And I'd say I expected to sell a little bit more of the pumpkins just because I had a bunch of pumpkins last year also and I sold more than that, but it does make complete sense. And also it wasn't too bad because I had already had those pumpkins left over from my fall season and I just put them out because I had them, and if I made more money and I sold them, it'd be fine. It wasn't like a ton of extra work and time that I could have put into some other product to make. And ice cream purses. I had made 3 of those ice cream purses and I wasn't exactly sure how they were going to sell just because I didn't ever have them out before at a market. And same with my boho purses. I had 3 of each, and the ice cream purses, which are my pattern, I sold 1 out of 3, which I had expected to maybe sell all of them, but I was happy with the outcome. And the boho purses, I had sold 2 out of 3, so I was very, very happy with that. Hats and headbands, I had, I believe, 6 of each or 8 of each, and I live in Florida, so I didn't really expect them to sell, and I had already had them made, just like the pumpkins. And I sold 2 headbands and 1 hat, which honestly I think was pretty good for it being so hot where I live and all. So I was very happy with the whole outcome. I had made double what I had expected to make, which my expected amount was what I had made last year. And also I had a amazing amount of orders after the craft show, which I was also very, very happy about. I love craft shows so much because they're just such a great opportunity to figure out how to display your items, figure out your customer, your audience, figure out what your best sellers are also. And you don't have to pay shipping costs when you're selling your items at a craft show, unless you get a custom order after, which is great because you don't have to spend the packaging money and your customers don't have to pay the extra shipping money. Craft shows are also just so great because you meet so many other creators at the craft shows, and you can talk to people that also crochet that will come up to your booth, and it's really nice. I had a bunch of people that had crocheted come up to my booth, and they'd ask if I had like tutorials or anything, and I referred them to my YouTube channel, and it was just a really great opportunity. I love doing craft shows just for that reason, and I plan on doing a spring craft show this season, so I'm very excited to see that and come up with a bunch of new things to make for a spring season, because this was only my second craft show and I had done this craft show last year, so I kind of knew what items I want to do. I did add new items like the purses, the gingerbreads, candy canes, mermaids, bees, and loveys, because I had not explored with those items yet and I didn't have this soft yarn, which you guys, if you do markets or just crochet in general and take orders and customs, you should definitely make some of your items with Parfait Chunky, especially if they are like stuffed animals, because oh my gosh, people love this yarn. I had my bees, mermaids, whales, and bunny loveys with these, and I sold all my whales, I sold all my bees, I sold all of my mermaids, and I sold all but one of my bunny loveys. So people really, really love this yarn. I had so many people say how soft it is, so I definitely recommend getting it. Now this is not like a promo or anything, but I will put the link down below for this yarn, and I will put all of the links down below for all the patterns so I can remember where I got the patterns from. I hope you enjoyed this recap, and make sure to check out all my other videos. I have a video of like kind of a vlog of my craft show and a little bit of like the before and along as I was completing items and putting my stuff all together. So you should go check out that video, or if you're interested in learning how I make some of my patterns, I have a few tutorials for my patterns. Bye! So my first bestseller was my whales. I sold out of my whales within the first few hours of my craft show. The craft show was from 9 to 4, and I think I sold out of whales at about 1 o'clock or so. I had a total of 10 whales, and I had sold all 10 whales. And also, I had sold all of my bees. I had 9 bees, and I sold out of those around the same time, just slightly later than I sold out of the whales. I had the whales priced at $8 and my bees priced at $15. I had gingerbread. I had a gingerbread girl, I had a gingerbread boy, and they both sold right away. I had those priced at $30. And then I sold a ton